We are constantly looking for that one thing, that edge that's going to help our business grow. And today on Contractor Fight TV, I'm going to share one simple thing with you that I did not do that cost me at least $1.5 million in my first couple years of business. Wow. All right, furry friends, I started like most contractors do. I had 1,100 bucks, went to my uncle, who was a contractor. He sold me an old beater Ford van for 1,100 bucks. So I started this painting business with literally a beater truck and no money, quickly grew to doing a couple hundred jobs a year like that, boom. What I realized is that after a couple years into this, I was making one huge mistake. Even though I had success with all these new customers and all this work coming in and hundreds of projects, I was making one massive mistake, and it was simply this. My business was always about just the hustle. It was about constantly prospecting and cold calling and using lead generation services and throwing money to that stuff. And there's a time and there's a place for these things. In fact, I believe big time in prospecting and building new relationships with influencers and building your network. But the big mistake that I made that cost me a ton of money was my whole business was built on the fact that I was always trying to simply just bring in new blood, new customers. And that ended up costing us a ton of money in those first couple years of our business because I didn't understand the importance of the old saying, the money is in the list. So the money's in the list. What does that mean? It means that hopefully you have a database, some sort of CRM. It could be a spreadsheet. It could be a damn spiral notebook for all I care, where you keep track of people's names, numbers, and addresses and things like that. And I didn't have that. It wasn't even the fact that I wasn't marketing to my database guys. I didn't even have one. I had zero database. I would do a couple hundred jobs a year, had zero database. Once they reached out to me, I either got the job or didn't get the job. If I got the job, I went to do the job, and then it was like, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, on to the next one. And if they didn't hire me, it was like, fuck you, you're dead to me, and I moved on. That was it. Those were the two options. Over time, I wisened up. I read some articles. I got some mentoring. I got some coaching. And I learned that there is so much money sitting in your database right now. And that's what I want to talk about today, guys. It's your past clients, the people that have already given you money. It's the dead leads, or the people that went into the witness protection program once you sent them the proposal and they were like, fuck, that's 12 grand, and they went silent on you. Don't throw those leads away. You paid for those with your time, with your money. However they got to the point where they called you, it was your investment that got them there. And it's crazy to just think that I'm gonna get this number, they don't hire me now because they think I'm too much money, and I go, screw you, and I throw it away. It's just disrespectful to the whole sales process, if you want my honest opinion on it. I think it's very unwise, and it's a big mistake that I did. Here's the deal, they have friends, okay? Your past clients have friends, and they talk to their friends, and we typically hang out with people that are like us. You know, what is it? We hang out with people that make usually within 3 to 5 to 7% of what we make. So if you're selling your work to somebody who's a high net worth person, they have money, they respect what you do, and you don't keep in touch with them and stay top of mind and stay on their radar, it's gonna be hard for them to refer you to their friends who make the same money they make. All right, so let's talk about the people that go dead on you, the dead leads, the people that tell you no, they disappear, whatever. Guys, life changes. You never know what's going on in somebody's life. I can't tell you how many times people called me a couple years after they blew me off. And in my mind, I'm like, assholes, they're just a bunch of cheap customers and shit like that. When the reality was, someone in their family got cancer, somebody died, maybe they moved. Who knows what the hell happened, right? So don't make assumptions about who gets contact from you in your database. Stay in touch with these people. Past customers, people that have already given you money, they're about 80% more likely to give you money again because trust is already built. You delivered a great experience, yada, 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 all that crap. I'm not gonna beat that up. The point here today is you need to commit to keeping things warm with your database. When you do that, the leads and sales game becomes much easier. You're not just chasing people all the time, but they're coming to you because you are on their radar. And you do that through creating good content, sending out tips in your emails, picking up the phone and just saying, hey, I did a project for you a year ago. I wanted to see how it's looking. This is what it means to keep these relationships warm. And that one mistake over a couple-year period, when we went back and looked at the data and we looked at how much money our database did produce because of email marketing and picking up the phone and things like that, we figured it was at least $1.5 million over a 2-year stretch in my first couple years of business. My challenge for you is get a damn database. Okay, it's not complicated. All right, find one that works for you. People always are going, hey Tom, what's the best CRM database that's out there that I can keep in touch? Guys, you want to know what the best one is? The one that you fucking use. That's the best database. That's the best CRM. Find one that meets your needs and simply create a plan to stay in touch with people. So in the description, I put a link to a couple of my favorite CRMs that are out there that are simple to use. There are people that I know that have them. All right, they don't pay me to put these links in there or anything like that. They're buddies of mine that are contractors that are in the industry. They scratched their own itch, created some stuff that's pretty simple for guys like you and I to use. So go ahead and click one of those, check those out if you want. Guys, don't leave money on the table anymore. All right, don't make the mistake that I made and so many of us have made of just going dark on the people that have reached out to us. All right, appreciate you guys hanging with me today on Contractor Fight TV. If you haven't subscribed already, please do that. Share this with another contractor and continue to commit yourself to being an uncommon contractor. You guys rock. I got to roll. I'm out. All right, I forgot. I walked off. I'm back. This whole not keeping in touch with people. I want to give you an example. There's a woman. We painted in her interior. Over the course of 3 years, probably $50,000, $60,000 worth of interior work for this woman. It was, I think, my first or second year of business. So yeah, it was like the first 2.5 years of business. We did a bunch of interior work for her. Because I didn't have my act together with my database, I'm driving by her house one day and I see my biggest competitor painting the whole exterior. $15,000, $20,000 job. And of course I went, what the fuck? Because that's what you do. So I picked up my phone. I think I had a flip phone at the time or one of those old Nextels. That's how long ago it was. I called her up. I said, Carol, it's Tom. She said, hey, Tom, what's going on? I said, why the hell is he painting your house? And I didn't say it that way. That's what I was thinking. She says, what do you mean? I said, I painted your interior several times. You know, we've been back. You've always been happy. You give us good reviews. You referred us to people. And you got so-and-so painting your exterior. Why didn't you call me? Did we do something wrong? And she said, Tom, I didn't know you painted exteriors. She didn't know that we painted exteriors. People don't live in your industry every day. Don't make the assumption that you think everybody knows what you do. And so had I had a database, had I been in touch, sharing project profiles, giving tips on how to pressure wash the house or keep mildew off it or touch up this and that and blah, 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 all right? She would have known that we also did exterior painting. So guys, this is just one mistake of God knows how many times that happened in my career over the course of those few years because I was not keeping in touch with people. So don't make the assumption that everybody is going to remember who you are. I mean, think about this, another squirrel moment here, but think about this. How many times have you gone and talked to a prospect and you go, hey, who did this for you last time? And they go, well, it was some guy, I think his name was Dave, but I don't remember his company name. See, don't be that guy. Don't be that Dave. I was that Dave or that Joe or that Tom for many years because I didn't understand the power that's in the list. Damn it. And furthermore, I'm just kidding. There we go.